You ever just get an insatiable urge to get the world's economy in the palm of your hand and crush it into tiny little pieces? So if you're new around here and you're not subscribed to my second channel, you might not know what this game is, or you might know what this game is. The demographic for this channel is very odd, but essentially it is the 19th century and you get to pick a nation to play as and have your fun on a global scale. And because this is the Terrible Ideas show, it's gonna be a fun one. And of course, speaking of second channels, make sure you hit the sub button, because we're not that far from 100k now, and we need to take down that damn guy who keeps stealing my identity. Right, bit of law. It's the 19th century. Somebody somewhere is a complete idiot, and they've put me in charge. And most importantly, I'm a maniac, and I have nobody's best interests in mind. Not even my own, because in my past life, I even played cool math games. So my first act of decree is to get rid of the current government, the Whig Party, and replace them with the High Tories, much like the actual Tory party, but these ones absolutely blaze. A bit of backstory. In 1836, Britain was the leading industrial power, fueling the entire world's economy. Oops, I think I just deleted the entire world's economy. Feel slightly bad for deleting the world's industrial base, so you know what? I'll rebuild it stronger than ever in Ireland. The good old famous industrial revolution that took place in the land of Guinness. Let's be right, it would have never happened in Ireland. They're too busy getting drunk and shooting the British. Oh god. I've got quite a few unemployed people in my country. But that's fine. Nothing's on fire. Yet. Now, I'm not an accountant, but I'm pretty sure that big number with a minus in front of it, that's not too good, is it? Oh, I was going to be an extra meme and start promoting more of my population to be unemployed craftsmen. But unfortunately, even the game's trying to be like, okay, buddy, you've had enough to drink, go home. So next part of my dastardly plan is just to start manipulating the world market, which, this is it, by the way. Welcome to the world market. It looks like this in real life, too. Just a bunch of sweaty business stockbrokers somewhere in the world looking at this sprite of a fish. Oh, God. Somehow I'm actually still making money, which is very surprising considering like 90% of the workforce is currently on the streets. I just completely forgot I'm at war with a small South African nation down here, but I'm just going to let them win, you know. You guys got me this time, and there's no way I could have possibly won this. I mean, my economy is in shambles. Oh, I can mediate Belgium's independence, which is actually pretty funny considering their economy is actually bigger than mine right now. Yeah, I got this, like, massive navy just all over the world. And you know what? It's just sitting there when we could be using it to build factories in Ireland. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. It's not like the British ever needed a navy, right? There you go. Just go melt them down. Go melt the wooden ships down. So currently I'm trying to explode the world's economy by stockpiling useful goods people need to build an industry, like steel, iron, tea. That one might just be for me though. And whilst I probably can't destroy the tea market, I can destroy the iron and steel market. Although I would love to actually destroy the tea market. It's just unfortunate that the Boston Harbor is no longer in my possession. Although technically I have already sabotaged the world's economy because I was the only producer of machine parts, and there's no machine parts on the market right now, so nothing's getting built in my land. I'm also going to continue increasing the demand for things like steel by just simply constantly building forts and railroads when there's currently no steel on the market because I deleted my steel mills. Of course, steel will come back into the market later on, but we got things that can fix that, don't worry. So yeah, machine tools are clearly back around because my first factory over here in Ireland has been complete, and it is my steel mill, which is turning a hefty profit. I like how the ascension of Queen Victoria means someone has to go into Her Majesty's throne chamber and explain to her why we deleted the economy and moved it to Ireland. Probably also need to explain to her why we've turned the entirety of the UK into a giant fort. I guess you never know when the Welsh might invade. Oh god, this game actually expects me to do some fighting. I'm busy being an international economic mastermind. Okay, as soon as I leave for India, the Whig Party somehow managed to sneak back into Parliament. I guess the High Tories might have just, you know, had a bit too much, and then fell asleep. Right, finally, back to collapsing my empire. The demand for steel is at an all-time high. So, you know what they say when something's at an all-time high? Invest, like fidget spinners. Buying fidget spinners today. Good investment, I say. Oh god, the demand for machine parts is 5,300 and there's only 8 on the market. So, more things that require steel, I think. Yeah, you see all that building right there? That's essentially stopping most other nations from building anything. There's also this button down here that you're never supposed to press because it allows you to sell your stockpile to your population, which apparently duplicates the good and crashes the world's... Oops, I accidentally pressed it. Oh god, I don't even know what's going on with my stockpile right now. The numbers aren't really making much sense. So yeah, doing that for a couple seconds just lowered the price of steel from 6 to 5. And I just did that for 5 seconds or so. Wait a second. The Irish nationalists have risen up. If they break free, that's the entirety of my economy gone. Oh, and while another financial collapse is about to happen in Ireland breaking free, I'm now going to war with China. Yay! There's 400,000 Irish people in Belfast right now. There's nothing I can do. Oh, scratch that. They just got bored. And let 400,000 people just disappeared in Belfast. That's a bit fishy. Oh yeah, completely forgot. I'm at war with China. Right, now the economy's back in our hands and not in the hands of the Irish people. We're going to go ahead and just keep expanding our factories and just doing what we've been doing so far, right? It seems to be working. Right, next up, I want to find a good that's not really traded that much, but is pretty damn useful. And then I want to start stockpiling it to try and create some artificial scarcity. I also found that the least traded thing on the market, which happened to be fertilizer. Apparently, people don't really use fertilizer at the moment. So I'm going to create the biggest fertilizer factory in the entire world. I ended up war with China, and now I just have this giant tumor growing out of India. We'll just pretend that doesn't exist. So militancy is capped at 10 in this game, and 6 is way too high. So where exactly are people angry? So I built the fertilizer factory in England because that's where the majority of our unemployed people are, and I'm going to make this thing absolutely huge, and it will never turn a profit because nobody needs that much fertilizer. So I ended up war with someone up here called Cockand. Funny name, funny business completely, because I thought I could just bring this army over here and just go march straight up there because I have land connecting it, but I completely forgot that the Himalayas exist, and obviously I just can't walk through that, can I? So being the tactical mastermind, I decided I'm just going to go and declare war on Afghanistan and walk through them. That's some George Bush levels of mastermind here. Oh god, no. Colombia didn't want to join my war against Afghanistan. Great Irish famine is going on, which is a bit unfortunate considering the entirety of my industry is in Ireland and all the workers are Irish. But we must not interfere in the markets because I've yet to do that so far and I will never do it. I just love the idea that straight in the middle of London, right next to Big Ben, is a giant fertilizer factory. The biggest garden centre and plant factory in the world. Oh, 2 decisions here. I could repeal the corn laws and save Ireland, or build a new palace, boys! Yeah! So currently my entire workforce from Ireland is leaving. If you can't tell from all these arrows, that tells me where the population's going. And guys, I kind of need you in Ireland right now. Funnily enough, some of them are actually moving to London, which is where the giant fertilizer factory is. Oh, suddenly I'm just losing minus 23,000 a tick. It's not too good, is it? Right, so the world's economy's actually caught up with me now. So they're all starting producing your own stuff. So what I've done is I've created a giant economy. I'm rebuilding all these factories for stuff that doesn't get used by population. So all my population needs like clothes, tea, chairs, furniture, stuff like that. But at the bottom down here is all the stuff they don't really need, although apparently 0.2% of the population needs an artillery piece. We should probably get that guy on a list. But yeah, if we overproduce all of these goods at the bottom here, we can actually overproduce them and lower the overall cost for those products on the market. And if they get lowered enough, the AI will actually close their factories in it, and if they close their factories while they're at war, that means the goods can be cut off because they'll only be produced by me who's subsidizing the factories. I hope you understand what I mean. It's kind of complicated, but at the same time, it requires so much effort, it's not worth it, but that's the whole point of the video. We also need to get a bunch of the population to actually downgrade. That might sound a bit weird, but basically we have the middle class here and all the population types that there can be here. And if we lower their need and raise their taxes all the way, they'll actually become craftsmen again who are down here, which is what we want because we want as many workers as we can in the factories. So here's an example. Fertilizer was not wanted at all, and now that I've been overproducing it, it's now worth absolutely nothing, which means the AI won't build it because it's not turning out a profit, which is great, which means I'm the only producer of fertilizer, which means I can cut it on and off whenever I please. Oh yeah, sure, let's just steal the tea from the Chinese, why not? Yeah, unsurprisingly, my population not that happy about me just finagling the economy, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to let them revolt all the time, and God forbid I ever make child labor illegal. I need my small children to work in the factory. My government just got taken over by the liberals and the anarcho-liberals. That's not what I need right now. Yep, just in a state of constant revolt at the moment, which is fine. I'm just gonna let them revolt, and maybe one day they'll get bored. Oh, the rebels actually turned me into a republic, which isn't really a big deal, other than the fact I think that probably means we just chopped Queen Victoria's head off. I love reading the newspaper, because every time I do, I see the absolute chaos I've been unleashing upon the market. Oh god, India's revolting against me. I've actually got a good idea though. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go and build, how many can we build here? We're gonna build, yep, 60 cannons, 69 cannons. I think these rebels might be broken, because they've already made me a republic, and every time they win now, they just turn me back into a republic, even though I'm already a republic. Yeah, look, they won again, and they just turned me back into a republic. The republic that I already was not a good enough republic, so now we're a republic. You know I've messed up the world when the USA is the first one to embrace socialism. Oh, wait a second, can we make this a republic? Currently 569,000 people in London protesting because we're not a republic. I don't think anyone's told them. They also put the exact same political party in charge. I feel like this, what is the point of this damn revolution? We're angry. Okay, what are you angry about? That we're not a republic. But we are a republic. We want a new political party in charge. Okay, which one? The exact same one. Where's the shoot myself button? Oh my god, they're actually revolting again. It doesn't make any sense. Oh. Wait a second, we got ourselves a new contestant! First off, the socialists just got in charge because they revolted before the communists, but now the socialists are getting taken out of power because the communists have risen, and it's all just a bit confusing. Alright, well, I'm communist now, which means I have even more of a reason to just blow up the economy. Great, just I said that, a world war started over Albania. Thankfully, looks like the Germans are doing all the hard work, which means I can just profiteer off everyone buying my guns. Oh, that doesn't look like I'm profiting. Oh, I just got a decision to invest in the Irish, which is pretty concerning considering I built my entire industry on them. But to be fair, I did also let them all die of starvation, so well, at least now that I'm communist, people actually have a reason from before to actually revolt against me. Alright, so economy overlook. So far, we're doing pretty good at just making everything a bit of a mess. But what I've noticed is that the iron productions actually caught up to the demand for the most part, and the steel productions actually also caught up to the demand, mostly because of Germany. And I obviously stopped building it a long time ago, so I think we need to start overproducing steel. Oh, that's a bit awkward. I think Germany might have heard me say that I was going to overproduce steel, and just everybody declared war on me. So I'm going to have to unleash my secret weapon. You see, I kept my greatest power, my greatest strength over the economy very secret this entire time. I have the power to Thanos snap this entire thing away, except it won't be half of the economy gone. It'll be all of it. You see, what would happen if I just opened up the console command right here, typed in a command that gives me 900,000 of every single good, and then unleashed it upon the market? Oh, we could double down and just immediately sell my stockpile to this population too. Hold on. Okay, we're going to unpause, and we're going to see how many red arrows. Everything immediately went red arrowed. Oh god, everything is literally crashing right now. The price of steel just cut in half immediately. My economy, for some reason I'm losing money. I don't know how that works specifically, but it's not looking too good right now. There you go, we just add a bit more fuel onto the fire. So if we just switch countries right now and look at everyone else's factories and their economy, I just Thanos snapped the entirety of Germany's economy right there. Right, so we're going to leave it off there for today. My country's still in constant revolt and the economy has collapsed, and so has my empire because I just gave Germany all they wanted because I didn't really care. I just blew up the economy. What else would I want? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below, and let me know of any more terrible ideas you want to see on this channel. But don't worry, I have plenty more. But all I want to leave you with is the fact that silk right now, or fabric, is currently cheaper than fish.